in deep sleep for a longer time for it to work. Because you go into deep sleep and immediately you're pulled out. It actually creates a lot of stress for your body also. So it says 5-minute power nap. I think 5 minutes is a bit short. 5 to 15 minutes. Right? Too much exercise has no benefits and causes much harm. Now this part here I will not get into it because I hate exercise. Right? So I tend to agree with him. He says there's 5 flows in the body and the lymph, the gastrointestinal, the urine, air, and internal energy. He also believes in the chi. Right? He says these are the 5 flows in the body. If you do too much exercise, you may break one of these flows. Okay? If you do too much exercise, also you hurt your muscles. You hurt something in your body. So he says that these 5 flows in the body needs to be balanced. When you do too much exercise, it could cause harm by breaking one of these flows. Okay? Post-menopause is the start of great sex. You see, when people go into post-menopausal state, a lot of stress build up, a lot of unhappiness build up. What he's saying in this book is you should take that as an excuse to have great sex if you are a good couple, because that's when you know you will not have accidents happen anymore. Okay? So it's at the point of age you should go and have more fun with your partner. That's what he's saying in the book. Page 110. Go read it yourself. Just repeating what I read. And we know sex burns out a lot of energy, creates a lot of good chemical in your brain that can only be created during that time, right? So it's all that, right? Pay attention to your script of life. He says all of us has a script of life. The amount of source enzyme can be built, we have a script of life. We know what's the limit and what's the weaknesses in our body. Everyone is meant to live a full life. Now when you read that line, you go, what the hell does that mean? There's a whole page on it where it says we should live happy, we should live healthy, right? And we should live with a purpose to live longer. So if you do all of this, it means you are planning to live longer. If you want to live shorter, then do opposite of what it says. Yes. Okay. Specialization is ruining medicine. See, when you go and see a doctor for one specialized area, he fixed that problem in that area, but it caused problem in other areas. So he's saying specialization of medical industry is actually creating more trouble to people. You have to read that page. It's actually 4 pages long. Right? He says that if you go and see an ENT doctor, it's good because the eye, ears, and your throat. So it's covering your whole head. If you went and see an eye specialist only, they may probe around your eyes, but actually your ear giving problem with the eye. Right? So an ENT specialist is good, not an eye specialist or a throat specialist. ENT specialist. That's where he's coming from. He's saying specialization for this area creates problem in other areas. Okay. Choose to be healthy 10 years from now. So he says if you do things, you should think about how I want to do things now so that I'll be healthy 10 years from now. So I start doing things now. So you have a goal, you have a purpose in life. Rather than having a steak tonight, he says if I have too many steaks tonight, 10 years later I'll have some problem from that steak that I ate 10 years ago. So he's saying don't overindulge now because 10 years later you pay the price for it when you get older. Okay? He says humans are able to live longer because of microorganisms. I mean that's why we're talking about enzymes and microorganisms in our body. We kill it too fast, we're killing ourselves. There's these little things, they build up this temple, right? Again, creating an intestinal environment conducive for good bacteria. How do you do? We talked about coffee enema. How do you flush your intestines and your colon? Right? The inseparable relationship between our bodies and the land. He says he believes that you should take off your shoe and walk on grass. I believe in that. You know, I feel very uncomfortable, especially when I have to walk around in slippers and shoes all the time.
Especially people who are exposed to high internet. So children will always on the laptop and mobile phones and always playing their Wi-Fi, I don't know, Wii or something like that. So if you can drag them out of bed without slippers, walk on the morning dew grass.
It says hug a tree. Hug a tree. You get a lot of electrons from trees. You release your protons into the trees. You know, I mean, I like to walk around barefooted. So when I go to people's house and I have to walk out anywhere, I always take off my shoe and walk around. Like now, I tend to like to walk. I don't know, do you feel relaxed when you walk around barefoot? Yeah, I am. I'm very relaxed. Between men and our bodies, there's a lot of affiliation there. Okay? There's no living energy in crops grown with agricultural chemicals. This is something he better watch out. The big conglomerates that do this agriculture might go after him. He says that all the agriculture is being grown in the US now is chemically manufactured. There's no more living energy in it. There's no more living energy. So when you eat all these cereals and all that, it came from a dead crop which has been processed, so it's double dead. That's what he's saying, right? Everything is written in our script of life. So in the page 129, he explains a little bit about how to look into what your script of life looks like. It's different for different people. Okay? Love activates your miracle enzyme. He says, of all the 5,000 enzymes, there is a miracle enzyme in us, and it's very hard to detect. It's actually what I believe is that special chemical that's in your brain. When you are aroused, certain enzymes, certain chemicals are released in your brains that keeps you young, that keeps you fresh, that keeps you. He talks about this miracle enzyme, right? It's very hard to put a finger on it. He says, but our body can produce it at specific times. Love activates that. So if you feel love all the time, you're always happy, you're always in la la land, right? Some people tend to live better that way. The minute you take out the love zone, everything toxic kicks in, right? So he says love activates your miracle enzyme. Okay? Yeah, I've got to go quicker because we are running out of time already. He talks about entropy and the syntropy of the enzyme factor. Entropy is a process by which anyone or anything heads towards destruction or decay. That means we are going downhill. Syntropy is the process of reversing the progression of entropy. This happens naturally in our body. We are aging and decaying every day. Wow, the durian is getting stronger. Sorry, I'm very, very allergic to durian. So entropy and syntropy coexist in nature's plan. It's there, right? We are aging, but there's things that can help us reverse the aging. We have Kamlan water for that, right? So you need to have motivation, mental strength to switch from that to that. Page 136, 137. Okay. Oh wow, I'm only on slide 13 of 22 and only have 50 minutes left. I will let you read Dr. Shinya's 7 golden keys of good health because it talks about the miracle enzyme, preserving the body's miracle enzyme, enjoying a long and healthy life using these keys. Spelling error. 80% to 90% plant-based food, and they talk about grains, they talk about peas, green, yellow vegetables, it's quite detailed there. And then 10 to 15% of animal-based protein, no more than 3 to 4 ounces per day. I eat how many kilos a day? And on top on the list is fish. Poultry, he says small amounts only you really need to, right? Beef, lamb is third, should be eliminated or avoided, he says. Then you have eggs, soy milk, and so on. Okay. Again, it goes on to say, food to add to your diet, herbal teas, seaweed. Okay, seaweed tablets are kelp. Brewer's yeast, good source of B complex. Bee pollen, enzyme supplement, multivitamins, supplement, minerals, right? Then it says food and substances to avoid or limit in your diet. Dairy products, very high on top. And it means any type of dairy, from cheese, yogurt, anything else. Okay? Put chocolate out the window. Japanese tea, Chinese tea, green tea, English tea, limit to 1 to 2 cups a day. Something like that, yes. Yes.
Brewer's is Mama.
Mama it has brewer's yeast, but yeast that you put into making beer. Now yeast that you put into grapes to make wine. Those kind of anything that is yeasty, because yeast is actually bad for us. That's why if you look in the Bible, they say eat unleavened bread without yeast in it. It's actually bad for your health actually. Right? Then it says coffee. It says to avoid or limit your coffee is actually there. Some people drink 6 cups a day. Sweets and sugar, nicotine, alcohol, chocolate. You see, chocolate came up again. Fat and oil, regular table salt. Use sea salt, which has trace minerals. Okay? Because table salts are basically dead salt. Additional dietary recommendations: stop eating and drinking 4 to 5 hours before bedtime. That's hard for me.
Why?
Very difficult.
Why?
Well, in his point of view, you want your body to be clean, to stop a lot of process before you sleep. So when you go to sleep, the factory is already ready for bed. Right? It's just like shutting down the factory before you go home. He believes 4 to 5 hours is when it takes to process from entry point to exit point. Okay? Chew every mouthful 30 to 50 times. Yeah.
You're drinking is alcohol or water?
No. He meant all type of fluids. He meant, right? And that's why I say it's hard for me, right? I drink 2 glasses of water before I go to sleep. But again, I think what he means is, you know, you can, not that you don't drink, right? He says, just stop eating and drinking too much, I think he meant, right? Because you want your body to be in a calm state, fasting state, some people say, right? But you can have a little bit of water. When I drink the 2 glasses of water, I don't chug it down. I take my time and then I go to sleep, right? Some people cannot do that because if they did that also, they wake up 1 hour later, they have to go to the toilet. In my case, I'm like a camel. I can hold until next morning. Do not eat between meals except for whole fruits. If hunger keeps you awake, a piece of cold fruit may be eaten an hour before bedtime as it digests quickly. So he's saying that even if you get hungry before your bedtime, right, an hour before that, have a fruit. Because fruit digests very quickly. It's very simple sugar in fruit. Okay? So here it goes on and talks about what you can do. Eat more raw food and so on. Slide number 15 only. 16, please talk about good water. So again, it comes back to good water. You notice that dogs should drink at least 6 to 10 cups of water a day. Drink 1 to 3 cups of water after waking up in the morning. That's what we tell people. Drink 2 to 3 cups of water approximately 1 hour before each meal. I tell people 1 cup before a meal. He says 2 to 3 cups of water.
No need to eat.
You'll be surprised. Kangen water, if you do that, you get extra hungry.
No.
Yes, for me, after I drink Kangen water, an hour later, man, I could eat a horse. Okay, you see, 4 talks about moderate exercise. Moderate, huh? Then it talks about adequate rest. Again, it comes back to this piece again. And he says, do like what the Mexicans do, or the Spanish people do. Take a short siesta, 30-minute nap after lunch. Right, you go to Mexico, you go to Spain, after lunch, 2 hours, everything is closed. Right? Breathing and meditation. Again, he believes that breathing is important. So when you drink your Kangen water, breathe. Right? Meditation, if you can meditate at the same time, good lah, while you drink your Kangen water. And then finally, he talks about love and joy. That's why he talks about sing, laugh, dance. Well, this guy he must be a very happy guy. And he says attitude. Take time every day for an attitude of appreciation. I think this guy is also a Christian. Yeah. After I read his book, I think, hey, this Japanese guy is a Christian. Okay. Again, recommended dietary habits, we covered that just now. Again, eat high fiber foods for proper elimination and to prevent age-related disease. If you are aging faster than you are normally doing, you need to eat high fiber foods to eliminate or to prevent age-related diseases. Okay, when you get older, you get this kind of diseases, it's because you lack of high fiber food. Okay? Micronutrients have miracle powers. This you have to read. It's after page 149. Again, like this is a little bit of repeat from the top, but it goes into bigger details. You can see each page, all of them on 1 page. Hyperactivity in children might really be calcium deficiency. So that's why I notice some people, they say, hey, these children when they drink Kangen water, they feel more calm, more relaxed. Kangen water is high in calcium, natural calcium that your body can assimilate. Again, I'm getting clues from this book that, hey, our Kangen water is helping people because this could be the problem, right? That they'll be facing. And this is the root of the issue. We are not treating a symptom, we are treating a root issue. Okay? Excess intake of calcium after middle age is harmful because your body cannot synthesize it. There is a whole talk about this on head also. It says our bone, we always put a layer of calcium over it, and to do that it has to use a lot of enzymes to do that. Every time it lays one layer, it burns out a lot of this builder enzyme, as we call it. It can only do so many times in its lifetime. After that it stops doing that, then that's when osteoporosis kicks in. Okay? Magnesium, wow, I just found out, magnesium activates hundreds of different enzymes and is treatment for migraine and diabetes. Okay? I've had migraine for most of my lifetime, okay? If I had known, I would have taken a lot of magnesium. But I remember my doctor saying to me, if you have migraine, you should drink milk of magnesium. Milk of magnesium, what you call it, right? Magnesium. Okay? A balance of sodium and potassium is a prerequisite. So if you take a lot of salt, make sure you have potassium tablets to help you. If not, water retention will happen in your body. Why? When it's too salty, your body retains water. Right? When your body getting too salty, your body will retain water. Bloating. Right? Water retention. Take potassium, bam! You go toilet. Okay? Small quantities of trace minerals work synergistically with vitamins. So whenever you take vitamins and minerals and supplements, please go read a little bit. When you take one vitamin, you need another supplement or something to bind with it, because you have to read this chemical, this chemistry in school. Right? I learned chemistry in school. I didn't know why I needed to learn. Now I know why. And my teacher should tell me these kind of things. Sea vegetables, because it's Japanese, we name them in all the weeds, you know. Wakame helps burn fat. So go to a Japanese restaurant, order a lot of wakame now. Right?
What is that?
Wakame is a type of seaweed. So go order wakame and it helps you burn fat. Anonori is rich in protein, potassium, and all those. It's elastin, has collagen, production in skin, and is known for aging, anti-aging properties. These are all seaweed, the type of seaweed. Okay. Kima is a kind of mushroom from Syria. It's an immune booster. So for people who got cancer, pre-cancer cells and so on, they should take all of these immune boosters. Anti-tumor effects, maitake. It's an edible fungus, Japanese edible fungus. Okay. And finally, healing foods. Enzyme factor 1, okay, is a type of supplement that has this, he names it as close to the source enzyme type composite. That is made from fermented fruits and vegetable enzyme supplement. Okay, so if he says you can take this type of supplement, it helps you. Sagan, a composite of excipient extract from soya milk fermented by a combination of 16 kinds of lactobacillus and yeast. Wow, so again, you know, too far for me. I'm not a nutritionist, so I can't help you here. Probably need to call somebody else like Ryan and talk about this. And he talks about chaga, woody mushroom that grows on birch trees. It's antiviral, anti-tumor. So it adds this into the back part of it. Okay? And then this Kangen water. That's the only time in the book, the first book, that I see Kangen water being mentioned in a sentence like that. Okay? It is on the other book, Rejuvenation Enzyme. He talks about it on chapter 18. Chapter 18 is Kangen water. Okay? Now, a lot of people just go out and buy the book to give to a customer and say, "Rich page 18, this book talks about Kangen water." Yes, it's useful, it helps to a certain extent. But that one chapter is only, if you look at it, it's only 3 pages long. Okay? And it talks about everything that this book has talked about, good water, what water can do for you. He talks about it the same way. He just put a chapter here because I think somebody asked him to put a chapter in. Seriously, I read the book. Right? Having the knowledge about what enzyme factor is, being able to share it with your customers and how Kangen adds to it, has a lot of value, more value than showing them the book. Okay? That's why I want to do the review. When I sat down with Peter and Judy the first time I said I want to review a book, they said, nothing to do with Kangen water, just a few mentioned in that. Yeah, but water is only one part to healthy living. When we go to somebody and say this Kangen water can help you, at the same time, we can help you in other areas of your life. Right? And that's where the value of you doing this for them will multiply out. Okay? So this is the last slide I have. It talks about Kangen water, rich alkaline rich water, and it's considered the very best drinking water. And it says here, due to the incomparable powers of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. Right? And when he says incomparable, he is comparing it to something. I do not know what. If whenever I get to meet him, I ask him, what's he comparing to? Could be. But when he says incomparable like that, in the US context, people would ask against what, right? So I'll be very careful also, because when I show people this line, you think they're comparing to. I don't know how to answer.
It means cannot be compared.
In what context, right? If you have a difficult friend like mine who always question you for things you say, you will get into a situation where you cannot answer, and it gets very embarrassing. So I'm saying, yes, you can use that line, that excerpt can be used, but if you know that guy is going to be a pain in the ass and ask you, comparing to what? Be careful about that. Okay? Don't get yourself in a situation where it's embarrassing.
Yeah. Nothing can compare to the powers in the
Don't even compare.
As I said, depending where you're coming from. From your point of view, it makes sense, right? From a person who doesn't know, like me, I ask this question comparing to what? You can hear, right? So when you use this, you like what Jeremiah just said, this is how you probably can respond to it. Because you get caught in this and they ask this, then you're going to go, Metta never explained this. Any questions so far? Now, Dr. Shinya wrote another 2 books called The Microbe Factor, which I haven't read yet. I have a soft copy, but I haven't read yet. It says the enzyme that switch on your innate immunity. Now, innate immunity is very important. It's your second line of defense. If your first line of defense fails, your second line of defense is the one that keeps you alive while you fight for your life. And I believe this is the next book I will definitely read and try and understand and do a review of it if you like. Right? These 2 books I had to bring it up and show you again. Why? I was convinced because of this book. Charlene was convinced because of it. And you can ask Judy how long it took to convince her that Kangen water is good for her. Long time. Okay? She read this book and because of this book she went, wow, makes sense. In my case, I was the skeptic guy. And I'm like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die. It's all God's will. After reading that, I say, hey, there's something you can do to help God save your life also. And that's what helped me. Okay, I will do reviews of this book together because it's a lot, and I don't want to be a nutritionist or an expert in health. But I'll pull out information in here that you can use in your engagement with your customers. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.